You know, I think, yeah, LeBron James, much as I can't stand him, I think, you know, he faced better talent than Michael Jordan. I'm not really a Jordan fan. I don't dislike him either. So I'm being objective here. But I highly dislike LeBron James, LeFraud James. But at the end of the day, I got to keep it real. He faced better teams in the finals than Michael Jordan ever did. You know, I mean, Jordan had who, old Lakers team. Kareem retired already. You know, James Worthy, Byron Scott. They were like, you know, they ended up getting injured, but they weren't the same players. Magic Johnson was great still, but he wasn't like the '80s Magic. You know what I'm saying? And 92, Clyde Drexler, the Blazers. You know, I mean, Clyde Drexler is great, but he's more of a number 2 option to me. You know, Cliff Robinson, Terry Porter, good players. You know, Duckworth, okay, good players. Jerome Kersey, but they wasn't like multiple stars. You know, and then 93, Phoenix Suns. You know, you had Charles Barkley. You know, then you had, you know, Kevin Johnson, Dan Marley. They were good players, but they weren't like great players. They were like more like Hall of Very good players, you know. But you know, that's only one superstar right there. So he never beat like a super team. Then you had the Sonics. You know, Gary Payton, my Oakland, California native. Shout out to him. Sean Kemp. He was great, but he was more like a dunker. He's kind of overrated, but like I don't think he's like, you know, Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett. You know, he was more in that next tier. And I don't think he wasn't even Karl Malone or even Barkley's number 1 tier. You know, he's probably number 2 tier. So, you know, Hershey Hawkins, solid player. Deadlift Shrimp, you know, damn good player. You know, they weren't great though. Like Gary Payton had a back injury. On top of that, that's why he didn't really guard Jordan in the first 3 games. I had that back injury. Then game 4, 5, and 6, he guarded Jordan. Then, you know, Sonics won 2 of them games, and Jordan was inefficient. GP the Glove, Oakland, California native right there, Bay Area right there. You know what I'm saying? Shout to the Bay. But yeah, Karl Malone, the Utah Jazz. There's never been a team that won a championship where two clear-cut players, best players, were point guard and a power forward. It's never happened before. Never has. I mean, you know, if somebody wants to say, oh, well, Tony Parker, Tim Duncan, well, even them, like, it's not clear-cut because you got Ginobili. You know, I think Ginobili's better than Tony Parker, but even if somebody thought Tony Parker was better, it's not by a lot. So that's not really a true point guard power forward tandem. You know, but like I said, there's never been a point guard power forward two best players on the team ever win a championship. Jeff Hornacek was a solid player. He wasn't a great player. You know, but Utah Jazz, they weren't a great team. They're a good team, not a great team. LeBron has faced the Spurs, Tim Duncan, Ginobili, Parker, you know, Bruce Bowen, Mr. 3-and-D. Mount Rushmore of 3-and-D players, you know what I'm saying? It's probably top 3, top 2. Shit, who else he faced? Dallas. You got Dirk Nowitzki. Then you got my fellow Oakland, California native, Jason Kidd, my other Oakland, California native. Jason Terry, you know, excellent player, excellent shooter. JJ Barea had them wiggles. You know what I'm saying? Had them wiggles. Wow, wow, wow. Deshaun Stevenson, another good 3-and-D player. You know, Sean Marion, borderline Hall of Famer. Tyson Chandler, 7-foot athletic, you know, rim protector, alley-oop catcher. So they had a lot of talent, that Dallas Maverick team. You know, they had some talent, definitely. 2012, it was young OKC. Three future MVPs, Durant, Harden, and Westbrook. I'll mess with you. But hey, that's a stacked squad right there. Then 2013, 2014, you got the Spurs again. Then they had Kawhi, young pup, but he Finals MVP. He was locking down LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Like he was frustrating. He had LeBron like, damn, he's coming into the game. Like, oh man, he got him coming into the game. Damn. motherfucker. But that's Parker, Duncan, Ginobili, Kawhi Leonard. You know, that's 4 right there. And then you have the Warriors. Whew, loaded. Curry, Clay, Draymond Green. Then they added Durant. And they already had Iguodala and stuff. And LeBron's faced some packed. He faced some stacked teams. Jordan ain't faced that in the finals. He ain't faced that. I'm just keeping it real. And I can't stand LeBron James. So, you know, I ain't got a front. I ain't one of these, you know, LeBron sexuals out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't stand the man, but keeping it all the way real, totally objective. KeepingItReal.com. Yeah, man, he faced better talent than MJ in the finals. Feel me? And then he faced better players at his position too. But that's a story for another day. But he faced better teams in the final. That's certainly not even close, man. You know, Bron, it's not an excuse to have 6 finals losses though. And Rob Parker calls him the Fofo. LeBron's not the GOAT. He's the Fofo. I laugh at that shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? Sprinkle them mamas cooking in them losses of L's. L losses. Can't spell loss. But you can't spell LeBron without high L. Sprinkle your mama's cooking like Kwame Brown said, feel me? But anyway, y'all. And LeBron James has always had, you know, other than what, 07, they always say, oh, he had the worst talent ever on his team in 07, whatever. All right, whatever. But other than that, I mean, he always had like a stacked team with him. He always had his exact team with him that he wanted. You know, trading players, you know what I'm saying? Adding players, signing players, you name it. Feel me? So he's always had a little hand in getting his team that he wanted. So at the end of the day, it's no excuse for them 6 finals losses. But at the end of the day, he faced better teams than Jordan. Jordan never really beat a great team in the finals. And even Robert Parrish, who Michael Jordan won, he won a championship with Robert Parrish. Robert Parrish won a championship with Michael Jordan at the end of his career with the Bulls. And even he's like, Michael Jordan never beat a great team in the finals. Even he's like that, you know. But hey, even his own team, even like own guy that he won a ring for, you know what I'm saying? Like, he never beat no team in the finals. That was great. But hey, at the end of the day, LeBron James faced better teams in the finals than Jordan. Sorry, I gotta give LeBron James credit. That makes me sick. It makes me sick, man. Ugh, I want to throw up right now, but that's all I gotta say, y'all. I had to keep it real. As my fellow Oakland rap group 3 Times Crazy, their famous hit song, keep it on the real. I had to keep it on the real. Feel me? So, hit the subscribe button, y'all. Peace out. Warriors.